Now, across studio we go to Holly and that woman that pulled my hair.
All right, thank you, Tim. Hey, summer is just around the corner, and it can be a rough season, of course, on your hair. The sun and humidity can really damage it, but with a few easy steps, you can keep your hair in great shape. Hair expert, we have Breon here with us to show us how. Plus, she's going to show us some of the new hairstyles for summer. Breon, great to have you here.
Thank you. First off,
always fun.
Tim's hair is real. It's wonderful. He has amazing hair.
It's very thick, isn't it?
It's a great head.
Hey, we're going to talk about products and other things that you can be doing just to really keep your hair in good shape through the summer because it is so harsh on it with the weather. But before we get to all that, let's start talking about some of the trends and what you're seeing and these amazing transformations over here.
All right. The trend now is more simple. A lot of the highlights we're doing too. People want to go brighter because of the summer, but they don't want as much maintenance. So the very first model we have is Ashley. And if we see her before picture, she was very blown out blonde. She was over processed. She had, oh, that's not Ashley. That's one of the Power Pixie cuts.
Yeah, no, that's not one of those pictures. Okay.
So she was very blown out, very dark roots, kind of long, one length. So what we did with hers, we did some really melted in. We did more of a French vanilla highlight with her with some layers. Braids are really big now too, so we did some really soft little pretty braids that you just kind of tuck in there. And we gave her a little volume, but with her highlights, they'll be easier to maintain because we pulled a lot of her natural color through. And it's just really soft. All of the highlights we did today were very soft.
Okay, there's the picture we were looking for, but wow, you can see such a huge difference. So there's the before, and again, here's the after. I'm also noticing a lot more of these little braids, little accent pieces.
They are, they're fun. You can do them off to the side and pull them in. We kind of put some in just on the top and throughout. It just gives it a little something different, kind of holds your hair back, not in your face, but gives it something different. Also, accessories are really big. You're doing a lot of a lot of barrettes, a lot of headbands, a lot of different things like that. Fun ponies where you can wear them more casual, up, down. So people are just accessorizing with their hair more. Not only color, but style.
I like the layering texture, what you've done. It looks really good. Thank you so much. So that's our first model.
That's Ashley.
Then next we have Morgan.
Morgan.
And we have a before picture of Morgan as well.
Yeah, Morgan went from very dark. She has naturally dark hair, and she wanted just a few highlights for fun in the winter. But when you go really, really dark and you want to go really, really blonde, you have to be careful. So with her, we did a lot of mocha highlights in there. And it gives her some depth, and it really, with the cut, it really shows the cut more. They did a lot of layers, more tousled, fuller hair, because she actually has very fine hair.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not know that at all.
Because of the dimension, the way the highlights are put in, and the fullness. They worked more at just the base, and then it just pops. Not so much down at the bottom, but just the fullness on the top. And so when she goes out in the humidity, if it's going to kind of, get wavy anyway, you might as well start with a little fuller. So with the humidity, it either goes really flat or just really pumps up. So don't fight with it as much. Go with it. So this is Morgan, and she has amazing. I love the mocha highlights.
Yeah,
they're
that
so
is really pretty. Now to get that look too, the tousled. So did you kind of tease it and smooth it out underneath, and then just take a?
Well, Carla did this, and actually the whole top section, the whole section from ear to ear, all the way around the bottom. Carla just blow dried out and didn't do a thing to the bottom. And then the top, she just blow dried it with a round brush, and every time she blow dried a little section, she just put a little clip in there and let it cool off. And then we did her makeup, and then she pulled those all out and just kind of run her fingers through it.
Did the tassel look.
And it just kind of does that. So many people work from the whole hairline to the crown, and they think they have to do the entire head. With her, this whole section right here, she just blow dried straight. So she just really worked with the crown. And that's where all her look is, so that's where all the work is.
Well, you look beautiful.
That's Morgan. She's beautiful.
All right, and our third model, we have a before picture of Kendra.
Kendra, we've been baby stepping Kendra, but we've really come a long way with her. She has very beautiful dark hair. She just parted down the middle, just straight, one length. So we wanted to just kind of richen her up, and what we gave her are ginger-colored sun kisses. So that way, when you have hair that dark, you can really put some color in there, but if you're not careful, if you go too blonde, it looks too striped. So we wanted a really warm ginger color, and we put a lot in there. We gave her some beachy wave curls. We took her straight part away. We gave her a little side part with some soft fringe. Really balances her face out, and it just gives her more of that beachy look. So if she's wind blown, it doesn't mess anything up.
It looks beautiful. Now, something I've noticed with all three models are the bangs kind of going down to the side. They're doing that sweep. So is
Yes.
that still going to be a big trend going into
very
summer?
much, yes.
Okay.
Because you don't want hard line bangs so much for the summer because with your head sweating and everything else and humidity. So you want that side swept. And some of them, if you have enough length, you can play with a headband or
The little Beretta braids,
you
whichever.
can blend them into the braid, so you have more to work with when you have a little more length.
Well, you all three look beautiful.
Don't you look pretty?
Thank you. I know we have some other pictures, and if we have time, we'll get to that. But I did want to quickly mention what you're not necessarily even pushing a special product. You're just talking about what it is we need to be doing to our hair this summer.
Exactly. My thing is with the humidity and your head sweating and everything else, if you're going to go ahead and invest in really pretty hair with color and highlights and everything else, if you have good products to maintain them, you get more life out of your color. You get more life out of your hair. If you keep it moisturized because the humidity really dries it out, then you get to cut more what you want to than what you have to because your hair is so frizzy and the ends are so drab and dry. So with a good product, and there's so many, and we really recommend good products to invest in your color.
What is the main thing as far as keeping our hair hydrated? What is something that, leave-in conditioner, what are some of the best things to be doing?
Exactly. Leave-in conditioners are the best when you go outside of the pool, even gardening, walking. A lot of people say they don't want to go to the pool, but you're outside playing a lot with the kids or tennis or anything. Anytime you can put a leave-in, and even sometimes just a light conditioner when you go out there, your hair looks a little damp, but by the time you get there, it's dried, and it just really protects that moisture in your hair.
All right, wonderful information. And our models, you look fabulous. Thank you so much. You always do such an incredible job with the transformations.
Thank you.
Again, Breon Hair Salon is located at 2115 Elm Hill Pike. You can give them a call at 889-9975. And for more information, you can link to Breon's website through the More at Midday section of ours. Just go to WSNV.com. Breon, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Models, we appreciate you. Ashley, Morgan, and Kendra. All right, still to come, we're going to meet our four-legged friend of the week who's looking for a good home, plus an easy recipe for your Memorial Day barbecue. We have a delicious potato salad like no other. Stay with us right here on More at Midday.